Hello, it's Marcel Arsenault here, and today I'm here with Andrew Noseworthy, and today we're going to be talking about Policy Hack. And so, welcome, Andrew.
Hi, Marcel. Hello, everyone.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing very well, thank you.
That's great. So, a lot of people don't know what the heck is Policy Hack, and so maybe if you don't mind, you can talk a little bit about what is Policy Hack.
Sure.
What was your experience with it, and perhaps what you do now?
Sure, yeah. So I work for Labor and Advanced Education. I'm a research, education, and compliance officer, which is actually a fairly new role for myself. And part of that, I actually associate with being part of Policy Hack.
Oh.
So being part of Policy Hack, I believe, really helped me get my new role with Labor Advanced Education. So. Yeah, as far as my involvement with Policy Hack, 2 years ago I went fairly new, coming in about a year and a half with the government.
Okay.
I went to just watch because
Yeah.
I had heard about it, was wondering what it was, and I went as a spectator.
Okay.
So I got to watch the competition, wasn't involved in the planning, wasn't involved in the teamwork or the teams, but really was impressed with what I saw. So I got to see the teams compete and present their presentations. So that made me interested. I want to actually be involved. And originally I wanted to be a competitor.
Oh.
So I signed up or wanted to be signed up to be a competitor for Policy Hack last year. In doing so, I actually got more involved with the planning stage of it. So it was kind of interesting. So kind of shifted my focus from being competitor to being part of the planning and operation team.
Oh, okay.
So my part as far as the operations goes, I was part of the project management team.
Okay.
And part of a number of the other side teams as well to really bring that to fruition, I guess, last year. As far as Policy Hack in general and what it is, because many of you may not know what it is, Policy Hack is, at its very root, is a case competition. So teams are given a particular project or topic that's sourced out actually from other departments. So they're real world problems, real division problems from various federal, provincial, government departments.
Okay.
And they're presented to a team and given basically free rein to come up, develop a solution to this problem. So that's at its very root, but there's a lot more to it. So with Policy Hack, it's basically a development opportunity for anyone who's involved. So there's some personal development opportunities throughout Policy Hack last year, so Policy Hack 3.0 if you would. So it's the third year it was running last year, this is the fourth year.
Okay.
So last year there was a number of personal development opportunities that were presented. So courses, project events, gatherings for the contestants.
Yeah.
It also opened up further into basically personal development opportunities for those coaches. So teams are provided coaches. And even as a coach, there was coaching for the coaches.
Oh, really?
So
yeah.
Anyone who was involved in it really got a great opportunity to develop different skill sets, things that they wouldn't normally get to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Policy Hack is unique. Not only is it giving an opportunity for personal development, it's giving the opportunity for innovative solutions to government issues. So normally you get one or the other. So you get some personal development opportunities, or on the rare occasion, you get an opportunity to do something a little bit innovative. In government, it's rare that you get both opportunities. So yeah.
No, that's interesting, because I know I was there last year and I was invited to do some videotaping, and that was my first experience with Policy Hack. And because I'm connected with some people and they liked the work I did, I was invited this year to be the marketing lead for Policy Hack. So I've been meeting here in this office to plan and to do some marketing, working with communications people, and so anyways, it's been a good experience for me as well. So tell me a little bit more about, like, in terms of who this is open to and where they find people, and if someone wanted to participate, like what would they do and where would they find it? Because I know we're going to be advertising on gccollab.ca. That's going to be one place, but I know with the provincial government, you guys do your own. With the federal government, where we're going to advertise or what that's going to look like, it's hard to say, but it's probably a work in progress.
Sure, yeah. So there's a number of different places as far as where you can get involved in. I know the planning team is on its way, is very well built this year. Yeah. So as far as the project team goes, I think that's kind of complete. But as a competitor, there's some great opportunities. As a coach as well. So I believe this year, again, there would be the opportunity to have coaches with your teams. Yeah. Typically last year, they were more senior level officials with a little bit more experience within policy development. Okay. But even at that level, so a senior policy analyst or a director, there were still development opportunities even for that level as well. So backpedaling a little bit to the competitors, which is basically open to anyone who's a federal employee, who is a provincial employee. Basically, it's open to both public sectors, and you would obviously go through the process of signing up for it. So I believe that includes getting management approval, because there is a time commitment to it. Yeah. There's a time component, but I think well worth the time. So the way I always say is you're not only investing in a project, you're investing in yourself. So it's a resume builder, it's a development opportunity, and like I mentioned at the very beginning, I think it's an opportunity in developing that resume that really gives you an opportunity that you don't normally have in your current role.
Yeah, so exactly. I would agree 100%. I was very happy that my manager at Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, where I work, was able to give me the go-ahead to work with Policy Hack and also to help out with the GC Collab, because that's one of my roles there as ambassador for GC Tools. And for those people who don't know what GC Tools is about, it's a way that the government can invite people to collaborate on policy. And one of those tools is gccollab.ca, which is open to federal, provincial, municipal, and all university students across Canada. All you need is an email address. You can sign up yourself. You can talk about policy. You can join groups. You can look for jobs. So it's a wonderful tool, and it's just another way of collaborating. So I can see from this Policy Hack, it's a way to get some experience, like you say, whether it's speaking, personal development, but also connecting with people. And some of these people I've heard gotten promotions, new jobs, because you're making connections, right?
Kind of an example of that, yeah, absolutely.
Really? The last question I want to ask you is that, could you describe a little bit about the time commitment and the process in terms of, one, you had to get approval from your manager, two, you had to join a team and develop a case, and also perhaps prepare for a lightning round, what that is.
Favorite part,
and also the day of the competition, so leading up to the venue at Dalhousie University where people gather for the day, they have some food there, they compete, and finally, what you learn from there and how that could help you going forward with those things.
Yeah, so the way the structure for Policy Hack, it varies, it has varied year from year. So I believe this year it's eight weeks that the competitors will be preparing their case. So typically what happens is on launch day, competitors that have gotten the approval from management will come to a particular location for launch day, here. And at that point you're put together with a team. So typically a team will be made up of different individuals from different departments, different even perhaps federally and provincially. So it's kind of a great, right off the bat, you're getting that networking opportunity right off the bat. So you're making some connections in other divisions, departments, and even federally, provincially. Once your team's made up, you're given, or you've kind of get a pick of certain topics that you're interested in. So on launch day, the topics are kind of explained to you, and you kind of pick your favorite ones. And the team, last year anyway, made every effort to make sure you got your favorite pick. And then your teams go off, and you're given 8 weeks to develop a innovative solution.
Yeah.
And again, one of the great things about Policy Hack is you're not restrained by any particular ongoing policy or procedure. It's really an innovation. It's that opportunity to really utilize the skill sets and the minds of the people that are involved. So off you go do that. Throughout that 8-week period, at least last year again, we put in several development opportunities, courses, classes that you could come and attend, half-day sessions, full-day sessions, to again build up those skill sets relating to Policy Hack. So, for example, improvisation skills was one last year that I ran, just to give you a little bit of an opportunity to build those improvised speaking skills.
Yeah, that's important.
So once you have some built skills and you've got your presentation, you've got your course, or my apologies, not course, but your project completed, is competition day.
Okay.
Fantastic day. Love that day. So it's a lot of fun. You said yourself you were there last year.
Yeah.
You get to meet, again, you're getting together with all of the competitors, coaches. Typically we have a lot of senior officials there as well. That's, again, great opportunity to network. And you're going to present your project. So typically that's done in front of a panel. You are marked on it and graded on it, so it is again competition. Yeah. And then the winning teams or the top teams will proceed to a final round.
The lightning round.
Lightning round. Yes, my favorite part. Yeah.
That's the improv right there. You get a short time to prepare and off to the races after that, huh?
It is, yeah. So I'm involved in GovernNext. Our representation at GovernNext said it was his favorite part as well because it's the most realistic. You're given a real world potential situation, so it's not ongoing, but it's realistic. It could happen potentially, somewhat. I guess last year was a fun one, but you're given an issue that you need to resolve, and you're given an hour to go prepare, and then you're going to present in front of a panel of actors, if you would. And these are typically senior officials within government. They may be acting as more senior officials, but it's a fun opportunity to kind of think on your feet, present on your feet, respond to questions and things like that. So that very realistic world that you get into the senior politics. It's something very real.
Exactly. Well, last question. Andrew, I just want to ask you, what is GovernNext for people who don't know? I see you got
the GovernNext mug.
Yeah, the mug. Wow, the swag.
That's right. Yeah. So GovernNext is our provincial, basically Future Leaders Network. It's a network among the Nova Scotia province. Very like-minded. So GovernNext is one of the sponsoring organizations that of Policy Hack, but just one. There's also Flynn. There's several others.
You mentioned Flynn, so that stands
that's
for
the federal side. To be honest with you, I couldn't tell you right off.
Yeah, it's basically the same kind of equivalent to young leaders and that type
That's
of thing.
right, yeah. So it really is an organization which individuals get involved in because they want to do more. They want to be more involved within the government, within the public sector. So really, I like the idea of future leaders.
Future leaders network. I think that's Flynn.
That's Flynn. And that's GovernNext. So I'm a representative of GovernNext. So I mean, it's just one organization, but there's a number of them involved, and everyone's welcome.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I want to thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Great pleasure meeting you, and I wish you all the best in the future.
Thank you very much, and you as well. We'll see you at Finals Day. Although I'm not involved in it this year, I will definitely be at Finals Day.
Excellent.
Competition day.
All right. Thanks again.
Take care.
All right.